Is Chris Froome riding an e-bike? Let's have a look. I don't think Chris Froome is riding an e-bike. Look at that. See, someone says he pushed the button of the e-bike. No, that's the Di2 shifter. I don't think Chris Froome's an e-bike, but I could definitely get Chris Froome faster. Every time, look at that. His head's down. His thoracic chambers in his ribs are being compromised. Look at he turn around. No, hang on. Why the fuck are you turning around? Put a fucking mirror on your bike so you don't have to interrupt your breathing. Every time you do this, thoracic. Chris, you're triggering my OCD, bro. You're looking down at the bottom bracket. Clear throat. You want to deep throat that oxygen. Deep throat the oxygen. Every time he looks down, man, he's gagging himself. He's gagging himself, and he's riding so fast. Like, Chris Froome is doing maybe 460 watts for 30 minutes. He could probably do 500 watts for 30 minutes if he didn't fucking look down all the time. Look at that. Good. That says saddle wagon. Very good, very good. But look at that, looking down, cutting the breathing. Chris Froome, seriously, not even fucking close to his potential. Not even fucking close to his potential. Head down. He cuts his breathing cycle every 5 to 7 seconds. Head down, head down. You know what I mean? Look, the cadence is perfect. The cadence is great. Look at the cadence. I mean, if people debate me about cadence, I'm like, look, you don't have to agree with me, but you're still fucking wrong. Google Chris Froome. There's a guy called Chris Froome. Google up, watch him. Look at this. Quintana's like a 51 kilo Colombian climber. Chris Froome's like 67, 68 and a half kilos, and he's just spinning away from that. When you're almost 20 kilos heavy, look at the gap. Look at that motherfucking gap, man. Cadence gains, motherfuckers. Cadence gains. Chris Froome's looking down at the bottom bracket and still dropping the Tour de France. He ain't dropping them, man. He's fucking shredding them, bro. He's shredding them. He's got his chain rings, and he's just fucking going for the pellets. And look at this Sun Tour. Looking back, come on, bro. Hold my wheel. You can't hold my wheel. Look, dude, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to be late for lunch. You can upload your Strava file later. Look at that. Just riding away, spinning, looking down. Fuck. So that is how important this cadence is. If you ain't spinning, you ain't fucking winning. You ain't getting close to your best potential, whether you're a climber, a TT specialist like Bradley Wiggins, 105 RPM. Bradley Wiggins, 471 watts for the hour, bro. You go out on your bike, try and do 471 watts, man, on the flats, and you just see how fucking hardcore that is. What's the RPM? 105. The more power you're trying to produce, the more cadence you want to be up there, alright? So if you're a sprinter, probably 130 to 150 cadence when you're sprinting. If you're a climber, between 90 and 100. And if you're, or 110 if you're Chris Froome, if you're a total freak, if you're doing 500 watts for the hour or whatever. Seriously, man, I could get Chris Froome even faster than that. He ain't even close to being his fastest. You try it, man. I do the Chris Froome technique when I'm gagging myself, but you can either gag or deep throat the oxygen. So if you deep throat the oxygen, you get more watts. If when you're gagging yourself, you know what I mean? You're just gagging yourself, man. Like, who the fuck? Why does Brailsford let Chris gag himself on the climb? Looking down. Like, it's just... You try it next time you're climbing. Go to 400 watts and start gagging yourself versus deep throat the oxygen. So Chris Froome's not even motherfucking close to his potential. Not even close. Not even trolling. He's not even close. You've proven it to yourself. Get your power meter. Do the gag. Do the deep throat. Do the grind. Do the spin. Chris Froome's got the spinning going. He's got the saddle waggle going. He's got the mental shit going. He's got the blood volume going. I mean, that's some serious motherfucking blood volume. You know, that's where the power comes from, is oxygen. You got your sugar. You got your water. Glycogen. Muscle glycogen. Glucose-derived ATP. That's a given. Drink before you're thirsty. Eat before you're hungry. Carb the fuck up. Okay. But the blood volume. We've got the blood volume. Okay. The cadence, man, that's where it comes from. The power comes from the oxygen. And when you're spinning it, you're getting that oxygen pumping around the body more efficiently. When you're grinding, you're producing more fatigue metabolites. Lactic acid, hydrogen ions is shutting down the oxygen transfer, uptake, delivery to the cells of the working muscles. 400, 500 watts is not a lot of force. It's easy to do, but to hold that for over 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, that's different. That's what we're talking, freak zone. Chris Froome, gagging himself, 400 watts, 450. Deep throat, if Chris Froome starts doing the deep throat oxygen technique, 500 watts, 520, just blowing them off, blowing them away.